I'd like to introduce you to the module called Twilio Autoresponders, the fields you'll be using, and explain what each one does. An autoresponder can be very useful when you want to make sure your customers get a reply, even if you're not available to reply and you know what the customer might say, and you also know what they might like to get as a response to that message you've sent. You'll find the autoresponder module on the top of your CRM called Twilio Autoresponders. And when you create a new autoresponder, this is what you'll see. The Twilio autoresponder name can be whatever you like it to be. This is only for you to identify what this autoresponder is used for. Then we have Twilio autoresponder owner, and this one will always show the user who created the autoresponder, but it will not affect its functionality. Then we have the trigger. This one has 3 options. Let me explain what each trigger will be used for. Inbound message without any prior outbound messages will be used when you receive a customer's inbound message without having sent any prior outbound messages to that same customer. Inbound message replying to an outbound message will be used if you want to execute an action with the autoresponder based on the fact that you've sent an outbound message to a customer and you expect a certain reply from them. And finally, no other matching autoresponders will be used only when you want to execute an action with the autoresponder and the customer's reply doesn't match any of the other autoresponders you've created. Then we have possible customer replies. This one will be used when you are expecting a customer's reply and you'd like the autoresponder to trigger when the message contains certain keywords within the body of the message, such as hi, hello, operator, human, real person, etc. So if the message contains any of the keywords you included, then the autoresponder will execute the desired action. As you can see, the way you'll enter the keywords will be like what you see on the screen, and these keywords will be separated using commas and no spaces in between. The action field also has 3 options. Let me explain a little bit about each one. Send message will be used when you want the autoresponder to send a message to a customer when the autoresponder triggers. Add a tag will be used when you want the autoresponder to add a tag to the record associated with the incoming message and when the autoresponder triggers. Then update a field will be used when you want the autoresponder to update a field you specify associated with the record when you get an incoming message and the autoresponder triggers. You can also have the autoresponder combine and execute only one of these actions, 2 of them, or all 3 when the autoresponder triggers. Previous outbound message contents. The field will be used only if you've sent a previous outbound message and you want to trigger the autoresponder when the outbound message matches what you've entered in the field. Then we have URL for image to send, which is quite simple and will be used to add the URL of an image you'd like to share when you send a message. Then message to send. Here is where you'd enter the message you'd like to send when the autoresponder triggers. Now stop autoresponders to contact after this message. And if you check this box, then the autoresponder will stop and it won't trigger any other autoresponders for that customer. Tag to add is the field you would use when the action chosen is add a tag, and you only need to enter the text of the tag you'd like added to your record when the autoresponder triggers. Field API name to update is the field you would use when the action chosen is update field. You'll need to enter the API name of the field you wish to update when the autoresponder triggers. Now, value to set in field is the one the autoresponder will use to update the field when it triggers. You'll only need to enter the text with which the field will be updated. Both field API name to update and value to set in field will be used when you wish to update only one field in the record. In addition to the action options you can also have the autoresponder create a task. For this, you'll need to use the field called subject of task to create, and you only need to enter the text of the task you'd like to create when the autoresponder triggers. Last but not least, we have field update JSON. This field will be used when you wish to update multiple fields at once when the autoresponder triggers. This is more of an advanced use case, so feel free to reach out to us if you need assistance setting this up.